What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever you happen to be tuning in. You join me in Cheltenham. I was about to say Cardiff, but I'm actually in Cheltenham. Well, my brain is fried. And I was gonna wait until next week to sit down and record this video, but I just thought, you know what? I just want to get this up sooner rather than later because I've been vlogging this weekend and I've been feeling a bit dishonest with the way that I've been vlogging because I've kind of been pretending that I'm still on prep. And obviously, as you can see from the title of this video, I'm not on prep anymore. So anyone who's been like following me will know my plan was to go and do the Amateur Olympia in Portugal in 2 weeks' time. But I decided this week that I wasn't going to do that. I decided that I'm going to call my season here because it was just kind of like what felt right. And I just thought, like, part of me thinks like it's so cringy to like sit down and record a video announcing that my shows are done. But at the same time, I know like so many of you guys have been following my prep and supporting me and wishing me luck in my shows. So I felt like I just wanted to like talk about it and like why I came to this decision, what's next for me. And yeah, just chat a bit about like the off season and everything that's come. My heart is beating like 50 miles an hour. I don't even know why. I'm not like nervous to record this video. Like nobody gives a fuck. I mean, I don't think anybody gives a fuck. But yeah, it just feels weird to be kind of saying that like I'm finished prep, which is just insane. So I'm hoping that I'm not going to make this video too long, but you guys know that I don't know how to keep things succinct, but I'm going to do my very best. So yeah, like where do I even start? Obviously this prep has been incredible. You know, I've been on prep for 27 weeks now, since like the 14th of December or something crazy like that, like the whole of 2025. I've been on prep and I've done 3 shows. I did the Muscle Contest Ireland where I won the regional and I won the overall at the regional, came second in the pro qualifier. I did the Amateur Olympia in Alicante where I came second in the pro qualifier. And then I did the M Pro Classic where I came first in the pro qualifier and got into the overall. And that is honestly like more than I could ever have hoped for from this first season. It's my first time competing in wellness, my first time competing in the MPC. It's my second ever season. And I always said like all I wanted from this season was to figure out if I actually belong in wellness and if I actually have any potential. And I know that now, like based on how I've done this year, based on the feedback that I've received from judges, that I should be in this class. You know, again, I'm not a fucking genetic anomaly freak. I know that, but I have the shape, I have the structure, and I know I have potential to do really, really well. And obviously, you know, I kind of mentioned in my video previously about the feedback I got at the Amateur Olympia and how the judge kind of basically told me like, just keep going and you know, I could win my pro card. And then I started being like, yeah, I can do it. Like I can win my pro card. Like, let's do it. And honestly, I was all for just keeping going and trying to get it. But I've just realized in the last week, like, I didn't want to. I just didn't want to. Not that I didn't want to. I shouldn't say that. Like, I'm not saying that my goal is no longer to be a pro, right? And I'm not saying that I don't still believe that I can be. I absolutely believe that I can be a pro. But I also don't think that I have a pro-worthy physique yet. And that's fine, because it's my first fucking season. Like, could I maybe in an easy show go and win it? Yeah, of course. Like I no doubt I was very close to winning it in Alicante. But when I win my pro card, and I will say when, because I know it's going to happen, I don't want to win it in an easy show. I want to win it in a really strong lineup where I'm undeniably the best. And that's just who I am as a person. And that's just not where my physique is yet. And that's fucking fine because it's literally my first season. I've only been training for wellness for like 2 years. Like I still have so much time to give and so much left in this sport that I didn't want to win my pro card under those conditions. You know, like I didn't want to just go to the Amateur Olympia in Portugal hoping for a kind of average lineup. I want to compete in the best fucking pro qualifiers and win it that way. You know, like that's kind of something that I did realize. And honestly, like I think I got way too caught up in the chase. You know, I was like, yeah, let's go, let's keep going. You know, I'm going to win at the Emperor, I'm going to win in Italy, I'm going to win in Portugal. And yeah, it just felt like, no, like that's just not how I want to win it. It's just not, that's not like who I am. Like I want to show people like what you can achieve if you work really fucking hard. Like I'm not a genetic freak. If I'm gonna do this, it's gonna take me a lot of work. That's fine. Like I can work fucking hard. And the Emerald Classic was always meant to be my last show. Like when I planned my season, that was meant to be the final show. But then, I got into it and I was like, let's fucking keep going. What's 3 more weeks? It's no problem. And this last week I just kind of realized like that's too much. Like it's too much. I was tired, my mind was tired, my body was fucking tired. And I just had a feeling that if I kept going, I would look worse. I really do think so. I think I would have started to get super depleted, just not look my best. And I didn't want to end the season with a worse look. I was so happy with the package I put on stage at the Empro. I don't think I ever thought I could look like that. And that just felt like a really good way to finish it off. So, earlier this week, I was very back and forth. I kind of, on Monday, I was really fucking tired after all the travel on the weekend. And I just kind of, was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to do the show. But I also knew that I felt very similar after the Muscle Contest Ireland. Like, I didn't even want to keep going. And I thought, well, I felt that way. And then I did the Amateur Olympian and it went super well. So maybe like if I keep going, it will be fine. I also knew that because I was tired, like not to take my thoughts too seriously. So I gave myself a couple of days. And then I think it was Wednesday, I was chatting to Christian and I said like, I'm going to do the show. I'm going to do Portugal, but like, I'm not going to win my pro card. I don't think I'm going to win it. I just want more experience. Right. And he was like, yeah, 100%. Like, I think that's the best way to be thinking about it. No pressure. And then on Wednesday night, I was flying here to Cardiff and being on a plane by myself for like 2.5 hours, undistracted, obviously just gave me time to think. And honestly, I was just deep in it. And I was like, why am I doing this? Like the only reason I should do this is if I genuinely think I have a chance at winning it. Otherwise, what's the point in continuing to diet for another 2 weeks, continuing to take drugs for another 2 weeks, and just potentially putting myself in a place where I just resent it. And I could feel it happening. Like, and even Christian said it, he was like, the fact that you're even not sure and debating it tells me everything I need to know, and that you're not fully in it. And he was so fucking right. I didn't want to admit that I didn't want to do the show, but I'm an all-in type of person. So the fact that I was even back and forth, I just realized like, why am I doing this to myself? Like, why am I pushing it? At the end of the day, what I need to do to be competitive is be bigger and grow. And pushing on for another 2 weeks is not going to do that. I can't grow in 2 weeks, but I can get myself back into my reverse and start my off season if I take those 2 weeks, not prepping. So yeah, I just kind of messaged him on Thursday morning and I was like, listen, like I've been thinking about it. I don't know. And honestly, so credits Christian, because a lot of coaches would just make you keep going. They would say like, no, you can do this, you can do this. And he was like, listen, I care about your health and I care about you actually enjoying this. And I don't want you to finish the season not enjoying it. And I think that was like where I was headed. Like I was just feeling so resentful of everything. I was sick of weighing my vegetables and weighing my salt and checking in multiple times a day. And I was like, I've enjoyed this prep so much. I've had so much fun in this prep. Like the only reason I was going to keep going is because I said I would. And that's just, I don't think that's ever a reason to keep going. And I think as an athlete, yes, you have to know when to keep going even when you don't want to. But I also think equally, you have to know when to stop. Like you have to know when to stop, because there's always going to be another show. There's always going to be another pro qualifier, whether it's in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And if you just keep going on this fucking hamster wheel, and that's the thing, bodybuilding's fucking addictive in that way, because there is always another show. And oh my God, but you were this close and you could get it. And it's like, sometimes you have to know when to stop. And for me, it's like, I need to be bigger. I need to stand up with these girls and be truly, truly, truly competitive. I need more density. I need more size. And that is going to come from being in an off season. And, I just knew deep down, like it was done. I knew it was done, and I didn't want to say it out loud, but I'm glad that I did make that decision. It was so weird though, because I didn't get the kind of, obviously if I had decided this before the Empro, then the Empro would have been my last show and it would have been all exciting and yeah, we're finished. But obviously I finished that thinking I was still going to be competing. So I just finished prep on a Thursday afternoon in a random Airbnb in Cardiff, Thursday morning actually, right before my photo shoot. But I'm really glad I had the photo shoot, because it kind of was a nice way to just like finish the season on a high and just like feel good about everything that I've achieved. And again, like when I look back at this season, like, I'm so proud. Like, I'm so proud. When I look at the videos, I look at the pictures, you know, the improvements we made from the muscle contest to the Empro, like, I can't believe we did that. And, you know, me 2 years ago, if she could see what I look like now, she would be blown away. And the exciting thing is I'm not competing for another 2 years. I'm going to make just as much improvements, if not more, because I know my body better. I know how to train better. I know how to execute better. Every year I'm getting better. And I'm just so ready to like do that, you know, and just be excited for the training and growing. And you know, I also there's a few other reasons. Like, I'm going on my hen party in Ibiza in August, and I was always meant to have like 8 weeks between finishing prep and that. And then, you know, we were like, we'll do Portugal. So then it was going to be 4 weeks. And like, I know myself that was a bad idea. Like, 4 weeks to reverse and then go away to Ibiza for 5 days. Terrible, terrible idea. So now I have 6 weeks, which is a little bit longer, a little bit more time to get my body back into a healthy place, recover a little bit more. I'm still probably going to be absolutely fucked by that time, but I'm going to do my best. So that was kind of weighing on my mind. And yeah, I'm just ready. Like, I'm ready to feel normal again. You know, prep, like, it's very all consuming. I'm excited to have creativity, have drive, motivation, you know, like my business, my clients, you know, anyone who's prep knows it becomes just do the bare minimum. And I don't like that. I still think, you know, I get a lot of people say, like, I don't know how you keep doing what you're doing with like your business, your Instagram, your YouTube. It takes everything. And I'm ready to like have more energy for all of those things, because I'm not just a bodybuilder. Like, there's actually so much more to me. And I'm ready to give back to that and to the people in my life and to Shane. And I'm getting married next year. I have a wedding to plan. I've basically planned a wedding in prep with no feeling around it. You know what I mean? Like, I was just picking things. I was like, that DJ will do, that will do. Like, I'm ready to be fucking bridezilla. You know, I'm ready to be putting my girls on stage this year and next year and be completely present. I'm ready to train hard. I'm ready to grow, and I'm ready to make the improvements. And honestly, since making the decision to stop, I feel better. I won't lie. Like, it did feel really weird. Like, I was like, what do I do now? And I'm definitely, I want to keep this video somewhat short. It was more just like an announcement video, but like, don't worry, because I'm going to be putting out so much content over the next while about post-show, what to do, how to manage it, how it can feel for anyone who is maybe in their first season or doing a diet and they don't know what to expect. Like, I want to be here to help you and like guide you through all of that. But yeah, I'm just ready. I'm ready for it, you know? And like, post-show is hard for anybody. Like, I'm not worried about it because I've done so many reverse diets, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to have struggles. And I will share those struggles with you guys. Like, truthfully, the last few days, like, I haven't been hungry, but like, I could eat everything. And it's crazy how quick that switch just flips in your brain. Now, I know how to manage it, and I know it's just discomfort that I have to deal with for a few days. I know it will start to settle, especially when I get home and I'm in my normal routine. But like, food has been absolutely fine. I haven't had any issues with that. Like, you know, I've had 3 off-plan meals throughout my prep, so I don't really have. There's nothing that I really want. Like, I want to go out for a date with Shane to spend time with him, not because I want to eat everything. So yeah, that's just kind of like where I'm at, I guess. I really should have written notes because I know that I had a lot that I wanted to say, but I think the main thing is like, I think as an athlete, like, you have to be in tune with yourself and just know when enough is enough, you know, because there will always be another show, and like, that stage ain't going anywhere. And when, like I said, when I come back in 2 years, like, I want to be so good. I want to be so good that I could win my pro card and go straight into a pro show and not look out of place. That would honestly be my goal. Whereas right now, if I had won my pro card at the Amateur Olympia, I would have done the M Pro Classic Pro and I would have looked like an idiot. It would have been embarrassing. And that's not me shitting on myself. It's me being realistic. Like, these girls have been doing this for years. I am still a baby. And I think sometimes I worry, like, I'm 28, I'm so old, but like, I'm not old. Like, I'm not old, you know? And in the sport, I'm young and I've only been assisted for 2 years. Like, there's people out there who've been doing this 10 years, 12 years. Like, I still have so much opportunity to grow and potential. And also, I'm not one to shy away from a long off season. I'm not one to shy away from pushing up in the off season and you know, doing what I need to do in order to make the improvements that I need to make. And I'm just so excited to like get back into that, you know, to enjoy training again. Like, I wasn't enjoying the gym. I wasn't enjoying training. You know, it's been really nice these last few days. I've just been going into the gym, having fun. I've kind of put together a new training plan. Like, Christian and I kind of like did it together, which I'll talk all about. Like, again, I'll talk all about like what I'm doing post show in a later video. Just briefly, like, my calories are 325 carb, 40 fat on a training day, and then my usual protein, and then 275 carb, 50 fat on rest day, which is like pretty much what I've been eating for a while. We've obviously taken out anabolics. We've brought down, took out clen, reduced T3, you know, all of these things to start recovering, because that's the goal right now. The goal is to recover, get healthy. You know, I have a really busy year ahead. I have the hen, I have shows in September with clients. I have the Marbella group shoot in September, more shows in October. I'm getting my boobs done in October. We've got wedding stuff in November. I'm going to Dubai in December. Like, I have a lot to look forward to. So I'm not worried. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. There's part of me that's like a bit lost post-show, but I'm not really lost because my vision is so fucking clear of what I have to achieve over these next 2 years. Like, I will be back on stage with a drastically different physique, and I will promise you that, and I cannot wait to show you guys, because this is where the fun of bodybuilding is. Like, it's the fucking growing. Prep, and look, everyone loves prep. You love seeing people shredded. Engagement goes crazy when you're in prep, but I really do beg you, like, if you've been following my prep vlogs, please stick around for the off season, because this is where the magic happens. Like, this is bodybuilding, and I want to show you guys like what you can do when you truly commit to your goals, you know, in the long run. I will be back on stage in 2027, to be honest, probably at all these same shows. I loved the shows. I definitely want to do the Alicante shows again. I really enjoyed them. And I know my next prep is going to be even better because Christian's going to know me even better. We've done a prep together now, and I'm going to be bigger. You know, it's just, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. Honestly, like, you know, finishing prep is hard because I do think there's almost like it's almost like a grieving of like something that you've lost. And, you know, I'm not, it's such a weird one. I'm excited to look normal again, while also I know I'm going to miss the shreds, but at the same time, I need fat on my ass. I don't like having these jack delts if I want to get dressed up and go for a meal, you know? So it's a tough one. And I'm going to share all of that with you guys over these next couple of months, you know. So yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. I want to just record this in one take and upload it tomorrow, honestly. So I'm not even going to edit this. So I have no idea what I've just said. I hope it's all made sense, and I hope I've covered all of the points that I wanted to cover. I will probably record a podcast next week, a longer podcast that I actually plan. And you know, I definitely want to do like a prep recap and stuff like that. So honestly, guys, like, if there is anything you want to see from me about prep or post show or anything like that, please comment down below, or you can send me a message on Instagram, and I will make some content about it. I will make some videos about it, because I know it can be tough for people, and I know it can be really scary for people as well. And it doesn't have to be scary. You know, coming back to normal doesn't have to be scary. It's actually a really good thing, you know? And yeah, I'm excited. So I just wanted to finish the video by saying, like, thank you so much to anyone who has watched these videos, commented, liked, messaged me on Instagram. Like, I have honestly felt like I have an army behind me, and I don't even have that many subscribers. I can't imagine what it's like for the people who have like fucking 100,000 subs or whatever. But like, you know, I've had so many amazing messages from people about how they enjoy my videos, and it's gotten them through their cardio and their preps. And like, I just am so grateful that anybody watches this, because I just made this to document my own journey, you know what I mean? But now I want to document the journey towards not chasing a pro card, because I'm not chasing a pro card. I've decided I'm chasing a pro fucking physique. Like, that's what I'm chasing. And I think if you are someone in the sport, that's what you should chase too. Not a title, not a trophy, not a pro card. Chase the fucking physique, because if you have the physique, you'll get that, you know? And I just want to show you guys what I'm going to do to do that. So yeah, I hope you guys do stick around for the off season. I know it can be a bit more boring. I know it's a bit more monotonous, but I promise you it's fun. So yeah, I'm going to round out the video here, and I'm going to post this tomorrow. Again, it feels really cringe to post a video like this, announcing my prep is done. But like I said, I didn't want to just say nothing, and I'll probably post this, and then I'll post the vlog. So if you're watching the vlog and you're like, why is she pretending she's still on prep? I hadn't mentioned it yet, so my head was melted. To be fair, watching the vlog, I think you'll probably be able to tell, because I haven't really mentioned much about like shows or where we're at. So people who are perceptive probably would have guessed. But anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in coaching, obviously now that I am not on prep, I have a lot more time and energy for that. And everything's always linked down below. And yeah, just big love to every single one of you who has been around. I'm excited for this next phase. So chat to you soon.